Yo, what's good, Snkrlog? It's your boy O checking back in with another sneaker video. Hopefully everybody been cool since the last video. This right here is something I just want to drop on the channel real quick. Something, my OG sneakerheads will probably appreciate. Or even some of you younger ones. But y'all just sit back, hang tight, and I'm going to hit y'all off. So here it is, folks. You all see it. We got the Nike Air Foamposite 1 in this very dope, clean, classic, original colorway. This right here is that dark neon royal. Well, we like to call them the Royal Foamposite 1s, but myself, I just call them Royal Foams, whatever you like to call them. Yo, just call them classic, dope, game changers. You feel me? Because this right here is one of Penny Hardaway's signature shoes, and this is one that's like really like widely connected to him. Like I would say globally. Like when you talk to a sneakerhead and you say Penny Hardaway and his shoes, a lot of times this is the one that people will, this is the one that will pop up in people's head. I mean, the penny ones is debatable. For me, the penny ones maybe, but these right here I think are the widely recognized. When you think of Penny Hardaway, this is that one. Even though I don't really remember him wearing this shoe that much, to be honest, like the first person I saw, because these came out like in '97. I still remember I still remember like just looking at East Bay magazine. Like, see, in my time when I was coming up, that's what I had. I had an East Bay like catalog. I remember seeing these. I was at school. I think it was in the cafeteria, and people used to just pass around the East Bay like in class and at lunch and stuff like that. So it was how people look at the East Bay, and then you see one that's a shoe that's really dope. Everybody kind of hover around and kind of thing like that. So that's kind of what it was. And I was looking and I was flipping the page, and I say, dang, I saw these. Like I was like, whoa, I had never seen a shoe like this before. Like something that looked like this. I thought it looked cool. And then I found out it was a Penny Hardaway like shoe. I was like, whoa, you know what I'm saying? That's even dope because at the time, Penny, like a lot of us, youngsters at that age, like Penny was just you had MJ and there wasn't really another star yet. You know what I'm saying? Like you had Grant Hill coming up, you had Penny coming up, you had Chris Webber. It was a bunch of young dudes like coming up, but I think the leader of the pack at that time was Penny as far as popularity. And this was dope because his style of play, like some of y'all, man, if y'all my younger audience, man, if you're not really familiar with Penny Hardaway, you need to go back and check out, like go on YouTube, check out this man's highlights. You know what I'm saying? Some of you probably like LeBron, like Kobe. Before all of them, there was this man, Anthony Hardaway. Go check that man out, dude. Like a lot of the style, like Kobe. Don't get me wrong, like Kobe, yeah, he mimics a lot of MJ, like a lot of MJ. But he also, as far as when he first came in the league, his offensive style. At first, his offensive style was more so of like a Penny Hardaway. If you really, really was to dissect and compare, yes, he was trying to mimic MJ in so many ways, but his style, the generation that he came up in, he watched Penny Hardaway, so he did like he came in the league with that kind of style as far as on the offense, how he played and how he passed. Like Penny Hardaway had this way of passing. It was that's why people were reminded. They said will remind them of Magic Johnson because he had that kind of style, but he had way more offense to his game as far as what I'm saying, the skills. It well, that's debatable, but to me, it was kind of like he had more skills. Like he was very skilled. I don't know if he had more, but he was very skilled. Like it just looked more. It looked very like fluent. Like his game was smooth. Like T Mac. T Mac is another one. Like a lot of people, that style they got that style from Penny. I don't know if they'll admit it, but you can see it if you was around watching basketball and stuff back then. But anyway, the shoe came out in '97, and I remember looking at the catalog and seeing that price tag 180. That was the first time I had ever seen a shoe retail at that price, like sneaker basketball shoe. I thought that was crazy. Like I wouldn't even like my parents wouldn't even buy me shoes like high price shoes like that at that time anyway. so I wouldn't even dare to ask for it. But even if I wanted to, like, because I kind of did want to, because I was like, man, you know what I'm saying, this shoe was different. They were priced higher than Jordans. Like Jordans was, you know, back then, like Jordans was the top thing back then. You feel me? Like it wasn't even retros back then. It was like still like 11s, and I think that was probably around the time of like 11s or 12s. You know what I'm saying? Around that time. So it wasn't like, you know what I mean. It wasn't like this shoe was, you know what I'm saying, anything that I had ever seen before, and it was priced so high. Like Jordans were probably like, I can't remember how much Jordans were, maybe 150. Once maybe they were 150, 160 at the most. I don't even think that though. Maybe 150. You know what I'm saying, at that time, and these were just 180. So you plus tax, you talking about 200. You know what I mean? No way. Not gonna happen. So I never saw anyone in my like school with them on their feet. I don't recall seeing. I don't think I really recall seeing anyone in the hood with them. You know what I'm saying? This was the first pair that had came out. I don't think no one in the hood had them. But I kind of wanted them just to be different because I was, you know what I'm saying, I was always trying to, like, kind of trying to be different. Like, I would like J's, but I would always try to find another shoe that was different, that just wasn't, you know what I'm saying, something that everybody would have, but still be dope. And I thought that this would be it, but I never got a pair of these. And this shoe, I mean, this is from the past release. This shoe will be re-releasing this year. And I'm not, you know what I'm saying? Well, I'll talk about that later at the end, but this shoe will be re-releasing this year. And this is my pair from the last release. So the thing about this shoe, like I said, it just takes me back to childhood. And like I said, Penny, he's not the one who I don't really remember seeing him wear this shoe that often. Um, I think the person I remember seeing wearing it was Mike Bibby. You know, when he was in college, I think it was like, you know, it might have been the year his school won the championship. He went to Arizona, but I know he brought him out, and you know what I'm saying, I thought they looked cool. You feel me? Like different. And cause I think that had to be like around the tournament time or something like that. And I did hear a story about Penny though. I heard a story that Penny like drew markers on his pair, like drew with like a Sharpie. He drew like black on this part where they had the grooves at on the shoe, because I guess the NBA was tripping, saying that the shoe didn't have enough black on it. So you know, I guess they probably just didn't like the way it looked because it was just something different. It wasn't traditional, so they probably just gave him a little flack for it, because I see it's enough black to me. But he drew Sharpie on it, so I guess that's kind of where they got the whole concept for the Sharpie pack, because I remember they came out with a Sharpie pack for the Foamposites. I don't know if it was last year or maybe 2 years ago, but maybe that's where they got that, you know what I'm saying, that concept for that shoe. But I remember hearing that little story about that. I thought that was funny that he would do that to his shoe. But, you know, now they wearing all kind of stuff on the court. So it's all marketing. Like at the time, it was just something different that they just didn't want to deal with. I've heard so many different things about this shoe. Like there wasn't a whole lot made when they first came out because it was so expensive to make the shoe. That's why the shoe was expensive as it is. Because like I said, it was more than Jordans. Like that was unheard of. You know what I mean? You especially like for another basketball player, it was a very much a surprise that, you know, that they would do something like that for Penny Hardaway. But I mean, he was a star, and he was very popular at the time. He had the whole Lil Penny campaign going on and all that stuff at that time. So, you know, it is what it is. What I'm gonna do though, I'm gonna just give y'all a quick overview of the shoe, because I felt like I was just rambling right there. But I just want to give y'all a backstory on this shoe. But this is, I'm gonna give y'all a quick overview, point out things I like about the shoe, and give y'all a shot to do the same at the end. So let's just jump right into it. So like I said, it's the Foamposite 1. This is from the last release. I think this was 2010 release pair. They're going to be dropping these again this year. I don't think I'm going to be picking them up because some Foamposites, man, to me are indestructible. Like they're a shoe I think that they could probably last a long time. I heard that they make the midsole of this shoe way more stronger than the normal shoe. The average shoe, like probably like 5 to 10 times stronger, something like that, because it's the way the mold is of the shoe to keep it together. They have to do it like that. So it's to me, I call this sneaker like an indestructible sneaker. So I don't feel like I need two pairs of the same Foamposite. I mean, it would be cool for this pair specifically because it is the first one, well, to my knowledge, the first one I ever saw. This is the first Foamposite, so it's cool for that reason. But as far as like I have a pair, so I don't think I'm going. And they're not cheap. Like I'm pretty sure they're gonna go up with the price again. Maybe make it like some crazy price, like where you're paying like 250 or something, like with taxes or something, or before tax. I don't know. I know it ain't gonna be cheap. I'll show y'all what I paid for these when I got these. It ain't gonna. I know it's not gonna be that price because I bought Foamposites in the past, and they weren't cheap, and I see what they're going for. So as of like recently, so definitely I'm not look. You know what I'm saying? That price tag, I'm good. I got my pair. I think I'm gonna be cool with this. But what I do like about these shoes is the Foamposite, the concept, the look. At first, I wasn't too crazy about it. I thought it looked kind of crazy, but it has this style, this design has withstood the hands of time. Like they actually got brought back kind of in like a few years ago. You know what I mean? Like at first, I mean nobody was studying Foamposites for that time period when they came out. Like I said, I don't remember seeing nobody really with them. You might see somebody wearing them who actually hoop, but they had different models of Foamposites. They had flight posits, they had pros. So I don't really remember seeing too many people with Foamposites. Period. So but then like maybe not too long ago, like a few years ago, like maybe like 5+ years ago or 6 years ago or something like that, there was like a frenzy. There was a craze towards Foamposites. You know what I'm saying? Maybe even longer than that. Maybe like 7 years ago. You know what I'm saying? But there was just like Foamposites started to pick up steam, and these right here, they brought them back, but they hiked that price up on them. So, but what I like about the shoe is the design. The design of the shoe is dope. The color, the blue with the black meshes, great. It got the hit of the white with the Nike check. I just think it's a cool design. Like they said at Foamposite, when it first was made, I guess it starts off as a liquid, and then you have to pour it into the mold to make the mold of the shoe. Like all that stuff, I think is dope. All the technology, all the tech that they came up with for this shoe. Like it's a shoe that was really supposed to be scrapped because a lot of people were turning it down, saying that the design was pretty much impossible to make realistically. But saying someone stepped in and actually took on the challenge with Nike and made it happen. I heard a few things. Like I heard that Scottie Pippen, that this shoe was actually designed to be for Scottie Pippen, which would have been crazy. I don't know if the shoe would have been as like popular as it is right now if Scottie Pippen was the person who this shoe was going to be the signature shoe for. Have no clue. I heard that Penny just kind of saw the shoe and he wasn't impressed with the designs that they were coming up for his next shoe. So he just picked these, which that story kind of sounds like it could be true because this shoe is they went way out of they came way out of left field with this design for this shoe for Penny Hardaway. If you look at his prior shoes, like his prior releases, I think because this might have been his third or fourth. I can't remember what number. He had a lot of shoes. He had shoes even before before he had a signature shoe. So I can't keep up with what number or stuff you want to call it. But this was like, he had a few models of shoes before this one had came out. And this was totally different from those, you know what I'm saying? So it could be some truth to that. Like, but whatever the case, glad that Penny did get him because his popularity definitely did help sell the shoe, but then it's still around, so it kind of keeps him relevant too, as far as for the sneaker culture, just in fashion and stuff like that, and start, fashion trends, because the shoe is kind of like a trendy shoe. Foamposites are relevant as far as style with sneakers and stuff. Probably not as much as before, but they're definitely still relevant. And it kind of brings relevancy to him. Like, Nike is actually bringing awareness, trying to commemorate this shoe for his 20th anniversary this year. Like, that's kind of what, that kind of helps Penny out too. You know what I'm saying? And vice versa, whatever the case. But it's definitely a dope shoe, and it's withstood the hands of time, the test of time, and it's still around. Like, one of the things I like about the shoe, you have the logo on the back, the 1 cent logo, very dope feature. Very, I guess, when I see the 1 cent logo, it kind of is like, it just, I don't know what to say. It's like nostalgic, you know what I'm saying? It's like, I remember when this logo came out. I remember that time period when Penny was the man. I remember when he was on the Magic. He went on to play for all these different teams, because the guy ran into knee problems, you know what I mean? And he had probably 6 surgeries or so in his career. Like, it just didn't end well like it was supposed to for him. He was supposed to be the next star. He was supposed to be, he passed the torch. Like, I kind of see stuff the NBA does, like pass the torch kind of ceremoniously to the next star. I don't know if that's on purpose or not, but I kind of see it. Like, for me, I kind of saw it with the whole Magic, because Bird didn't really get to. It kind of was more of like a Bird and Magic thing, but it wasn't ceremoniously with Magic. I mean, with Bird, because he ran into like problems, injuries earlier than he was supposed to, I think. And with Magic, you kind of saw the passing of the torch to MJ, especially when MJ beat the Lakers, when the Bulls beat the Lakers in 90, was that 91? Yeah, in 91. So you kind of did see that passing of the torch kind of thing. And, like, Magic had to retire shortly after anyway. And then you have MJ, and then you kind of, I mean, he left abruptly, but when he did come back, and it was supposed to kind of be a passing of the torch to Penny, I thought it would be. It was either going to be between Grant Hill and Penny, but I kind of seen it kind of gravitating more, like Penny had become the, like he was like one. I think he was the leading vote getter probably in All-Star games at the times, probably getting more votes than MJ himself. But he ran into the injury problem, so that's where you insert. You had Iverson and Kobe come in. Well, they weren't trying to. Iverson was just an outlaw. You know what I'm saying? Iverson was like his own in his own world. So I could see that they were trying to groom it for Kobe. Kobe was more groomed to be the star of the league, and he, what I'm saying, he eventually he took it. I mean, you had competition like T Mac, but him too, injuries. So, and then you kind of got it to where not Iverson, Kobe, ceremoniously passing it on to LeBron, and that's kind of where we're at now. So, but I think that Penny would have really been in that mix had he not run into those injuries. He would have been holding it. Like, Kobe wouldn't have had such that longer run at the top as he did if T Mac was still around. I mean, not T Mac. If Penny was still around. So that's just my little opinion on that. But as far as with the shoe, and I just like the design of the shoe, and I like the way it looks, the colorway. It's classic. The look, it just has so many little features on it. That pull tab on the tongue and the heel. See that little 1 cent logo right there on the tongue. Black lace is clean. Let me show y'all the bottoms. Here's the bottoms. They're yellowing out. Shoe is dead stock, but it's also yellowing out. I had to pull these out the vault just to show y'all. Here's the 1 cent logo on the back part of the traction pod, and then you had on the forefront just blue. That's it, man. That's the shoe. Dark neon royal. Nothing too crazy or nothing like that. Let's take it over here to the box, though. So here's the box. Here's the crappy boxes Nike used to put these shoes in. just weak cardboard, weak cardboard, and then over here is the box sticker, and it's Air Foamposite 1, and you see it dark neon royal white and black. And let's take it to the sticker price. This was $199, and the shoe, the shoe, like, I don't think at the time I was like, you know what, I'm just getting it. You know what I'm saying? They had raised the price up $20. I think they had came out before, maybe in 2007, but I didn't know nothing too much about it back then. Like, I wasn't really tripping off it really too much. So I don't know what the price was at that time. But in 2010, they were, yeah, cause I got these came out like, I think like December time frame maybe, or Novemberish, something like that. And or maybe I might be completely off with the, but I know it was 2010. And I do remember that, you know what? Yeah, it was 180. So $20 price hike. I'm tripping. $20 price hike, and I was like, you know what I'm saying? This is a shoe that I really like, and you know what I'm saying? It just, you know, I would like to add them to collection. So I was like, you know what? I ain't tripping. I'm gonna get that. And I was thinking that they weren't gonna just, you know, bring them out so quickly, but here we are, 2017. They right back out. So I'm definitely not gonna be going after them. You know what I mean? I doubt it. You know what I'm saying? I might have to see them. The only way I would is like I would have to see them in hand, like in a store, and then just buy them right there, just on impulse. Because as far as going after them and stuff like that, I'm straight. Like my pair, I will say the new pair most likely will be better. Like the construction, the craftsmanship, and whatever the shoe will be better. One thing I forgot to leave out was the carbon fiber. That's carbon fiber and all that. I know y'all like to tap carbon fiber when y'all see it, but yeah, carbon fiber plate. The only thing that this pair, I mean, it's not like super perfect or nothing like that. I will say the new pairs of Foamposites have been on point that I have got. So the new pairs are most likely going to have better quality as far as not the quality of the Foamposite itself. I'm just talking about the craftsmanship, like how stuff is placed. Like this pair had, I don't know if it's on this shoe, but yeah, you can see like glue and stuff like that. Like this was the time when Nike was just putting out anything. And see, like the glue's not like totally on point on this, and the craftsmanship it's like, you know, it wasn't that great back then. But for me, it's okay. It's a Foamposite. It ain't really no big deal for me. So I'm gonna chill. I'm gonna sit back on those, and y'all can get those if you don't have them. I say you should go after them. They're probably gonna have. Well, I did see pictures like this. This outsole used to be like clear. I it don't really look like the new ones have like I thought they would just throw like a real blue tint on there. You know, like a real blue tint, like how they do on how they did, what shoe they did that on. Like kind of like how they did on the Space Jams. I thought it would do something like that, but I don't think the picture I saw looked like that. It looked more like the outsole I got when I got these before they started to yellow. So, but I mean, they might have a little tint on there of maybe a shade of blue, but it wasn't like as heavy as I thought they might do. But yeah, this the shoe, Foamposite 1, dope shoe, classic. I mean, if you see them, if you don't have them in your collection, you should definitely go after them because they're dope, and you know they're a classic. They're a game changer as far as sneakers go, and very dope to add to collection. Let me know what you think about these though. If you like the Royal Foamposite 1s, the penny joints, let me know if you have these in your collection, any of the versions. When the first time did you see these? Do you remember these? When did you see these? Do you remember them like when they originally released? You know, or if you're younger, like if you like the shoe, when did you actually like the shoe? Like what made you like it? And yeah, let me know if you're gonna go after the 2017 joints. I'm pretty sure the price is gonna be higher. I don't know what it is. I didn't look to see what it would be, but I'm sure it will be. The last few pairs of foams that I got were they were like, I think like 220 range or something like that. So, but it is what it is, man. Y'all, if this is something that you want, pick it up. But there's a lot of releases this year, so me, I'm being selective. You know what I mean? Like I've been kind of, what I'm saying, disciplined for the past couple of years. Like I told myself I was gonna be more disciplined with my sneaker pickups. Like, cause there was a time when I was getting like all the there was a time I probably got all the GR releases. You know what I mean, of the J's and stuff and the retros, whatever. And I've told myself that I'm gonna be disciplined with this. You know what I mean? I'm not going to. I have to really want it, or go out of my way to get something like, especially now with the prices. So, but it is what it is. Plus, I got a ton of shoes anyway. I got a ton. You know what I mean? It's not really that crucial for me. Like I don't feel the need to double up on these. So it is what it is. But yeah, man, I've been running my mouth and rambling, man. I appreciate y'all who watching the video and who, or if you're a new viewer, hit that subscribe button and hit that thumbs up button for your boy. I really appreciate that, man. And if you rocking with the channel, I appreciate you. Yeah, it's a new year, but we're gonna keep it moving in the right direction. And you already know who it is, man. You already know it's your boy O. And this channel is raw, keeping it raw, been like that. Don't plan on changing. It's a small following at the moment, but it's growing. And I appreciate everybody who, I appreciate any new subscribers, man. I know I picked up a couple, and I appreciate that. And just stay tuned to the channel. More videos to come. I'm pull out some other stuff out the vault, man. Put up on the channel for y'all. And anything that I pick up, hey, we're gonna keep it. Keep it moving. Discussing these sneakers. A few things released. A lot of releases coming up, man. So y'all stay tuned. We're gonna see. I'm gonna see what my selection of my picks gonna be. I know recently what did they just drop? The OG NMDs dropped. I didn't get those. I kind of slept on it, but that would have been a cool little pickup to get. I kind of slept on it. I thought they were gonna release them in stores, but I guess they did it like selective places, so nowhere in my area. And but I did hear something about as far as with the websites with Adidas. I heard that people were actually they weren't people were actually getting through without the bots. Like I don't know if Adidas cleaned that up, their system, their checkout system, but a lot of people were kind of like giving them props, saying they got through without bots. So that was pretty cool, man. If that was the case, I know these came out early on the little app thing, but you had to get selected. It was some kind of weird thing you had to do. I was like, man, these people getting. I guess they're being creative, but it being extra at the same time with their sneaker releases. But hey, if people engaging in it and entertaining it, they're gonna keep doing it. So more power to them. But yeah, man, y'all stay tuned to the channel, man. More releases, more pickups, random sneaker boxes, and discussions, all that good stuff, man. But shout out to everybody who rocking with the channel. Hey, hit that notification bell on my channel for my videos to, so you can get notification when I drop something on the channel. Cause I heard something about YouTube kind of switch things up, and so notifications probably got messed up too a little bit. But hey, I mean, I'm not whining or nothing. I'm just asking. You know what I'm saying? If you could do that for your boy. But yeah, that's it. And that's all. That's all I got, man. But in the meantime and in between time, I appreciate y'all watching the video. And what else? Yeah, that's it. But yeah, in the meantime and in between time, y'all be cool. I always remember, copy what you like, not what they hype. Stay up. Peace.